Alright guys, farewell to the Riftzone 2. This is generation 2, so as y'all know, I own Biloxi Bicycle Works and Gov Velo. I can ride just about any bike I want, and this Riftzone is what I've been riding for a couple years. Not only generation 1, but generation 2. So we're in March of 2003, so generation 3's come out now, and I'm gonna get it. Of course, we've got it in the bike shop, but I've been selling it to my friends and family, so I haven't had a chance to really get out and hammer it. But I do hammer the Riftzone 2. I just finished a ride through the camera in my buddy Robert's hands, and here I am making a video on it. But I just want to say how good the Riftzone's been. Of course, it's a value-based full suspension mountain bike from MARIN. MARIN's a solid company. Even though I haven't ridden generation 3, I know it's good. Matt Sippy, who designs these suspensions, is absolutely legit, and pretty much whatever he makes works well. So this is a trail bike. I'm a cross-country race guy, and I do have a specialized carbon fiber Epic that, you know, come race day, that's what I'm riding. But this is what I'm riding 90% of the time. We usually do a high noon throwdown here at Bethel, outside of Biloxi, Mississippi. And the high noon throwdown is a fast ride. I don't bring 2 bikes with me, I bring 1. So at 2:30 we turn it more into a family atmosphere, fun ride we call party pace. I can do both on this bike, ride all day and still be comfortable. Me owning the bike shop, I'm usually the guy that's got to be running around fixing everybody's bikes or going back in the trail to find something or whatever. So the Riftzone 2 is a bike that's still fast enough for my high noon throwdown rides, and out here in South Mississippi, those are throwdown rides. Like, we push pretty hard out here. And that's what I like about this trail bike. It has both attitudes. It's fast, yet you could throw it into some precarious situations and it still eats up whatever's in front of you. When I go traveling, and I haven't had a chance to travel much, but this is a bike I could take to northern Mississippi, Birmingham, hit some of the heavier trail rides and not feel like the bike is slowing me down. The base model, this is number 2, so it does have the Dior 12-speed drivetrain. I mean, everything is just solid on this bike. Even the dropper post still works good. My bikes, owning the bike shop, are the bikes that get ridden hard and put away wet. And then I pick them up the next day and ride them again because I'm always fixing someone else's bike. So maintenance-wise, this bike has not faltered on me. The only thing I've ever changed was the tire. One of the biggest complaints I hear about this bike from reviews is the tire. Hey, I'd rather have MARIN spec this with a tire that's not costing me a lot of money, because that's something I'm going to change anyway for conditions. So the tire they put on, it's a V tire snap. I've changed it out to some Maxxis. This was a customer's tire that said these tires were slow. So I throw those on my bike, and I mean, it opens this bike up. So it's about a 28-pound trail bike. My cross-country bike is about a 23-pound trail bike. So I'm throwing a little bit extra weight, but it just rides so much better. I could ride this bike all day long in the trails, and I do. I'm sweaty and dirty right now proving it. But I am getting the Riftzone 2023 model in my hands, but I did want to say goodbye to the Riftzone 2 generation 2. It's been a fantastic bike, and I think out the door this bike was $2,300. It's hard to rival something at $2,300 for a full suspension mountain bike that works really good. I know I have a lot of followers in the UK over in Europe, and they talk about the Boss Nut and some other type of bikes that, you know, we don't get our hands on those bikes here. But in the US market, it's hard to find a brand like MARIN that you can buy from a bike dealer. So you got a dealer to help set it up. And believe me, the suspension on this bike is very forgiving, but yet it's fast. So if you don't know how to set up a suspension really good, this bike works good anyway. Like I say, this bike makes you feel like you're a better rider than you are because of the rake in the trail, the effective top tube, the angle of the seat post. This bike just rolls through multiple situations really good, from heavy root gardens to fast flowy patches. This bike really does rip it up really good. So there are some consumer direct models out there that, you know, as soon as I throw this video up, people are going to say, well, how about the Norco, or how about this, or how about that? This is something that's readily available. I mean, I've got the 2023s in my warehouse right now, and I've got MARIN as a company to back me up. So out of Marin County, California. Just a fantastic bike. I'm not going to go through specs on this bike because I've done some videos on it. I will do a comparison between this and the Riftzone 3, but my comparisons are basically going to be not so much specs, but how the bike rides. I'm a bike rider, so I'm going to ride the 2023 as hard as I rode down on this model here, and I'll let you know how it performs. But I'm already thinking of good things to it. And if anybody happens to find a used, you know, MARIN 2021-22, buy it. It's a fantastic bike, man. MARIN, heads up. I'm getting on the 23, so get ready for some reviews on that one. All right, thanks, Robert, for holding the camera.
All right, this one.